Hello Taurus, welcome to my channel. I'm here with a special reading where we're going to look at the next 3 months ahead. So we're going to look at April, May, and June. Welcome in. Let's get started. I'm going to be using 3 decks to unfold the next 3 months ahead to get some broader themes going so you have some perspective. I find that when we zoom out a little bit, we can get newer perspectives and also stay focused on the larger goals, okay? So April, May, June. April, May, June. Wow. Okay, Taurus. These are some beautiful cards here. Lovers at the bottom. Okay. Lovers and love. Okay. So April, here we are. I'm filming this in April. We have the Eagle card. This says, you will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. So just as I sort of set the intentions for these 3 months reading to get that higher perspective, that eagle's eye perspective on life, on the direction we're going, this is very fitting. I feel like birds can be very significant. You might come across a hawk or a beautiful bird will sing to you or something. I feel like that's reminders to soar, to spread your wings, to fly. Just this week, I encountered the most beautiful hawk that flew above me. I talked about it in Capricorn's April reading. It soared above me, and the way that it spread its wings was very symbolic of not holding yourself back. Let's not hold ourselves back anymore, Taurus. It's time to spread our wings and fly. There are new experiences for us to have. The eagle is also reminding me of the April reading I did for you. A lot of Taurians were drawn to that reading, so thank you. If you did check out your April reading, you'll know what I'm talking about, how we've sort of become masters of overcoming obstacles. And we got this hot balloon card where we're able to soar above. This eagle is exactly that, soaring above the mountains. Moving away, moving across, moving above obstacles. Okay, there's something about being a master of obstacles that continues to be a theme in April for Taurus. And not only that, this is going deeper. This is soaring. This is choosing to soar into our greater destiny, into clarity and strength. So this is so beautiful. Moving into May, we have the unicorn, number 33. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are available to you if you just believe. So this is the power of your thoughts. This is the power of believing in something that is not in your current reality to come to pass. So whether this is a beautiful love story or your business blossoming and growing and flourishing, or this is a personal development goal. This could be related to your fitness. Keeping something in your mind's eye, having that eagle eye, staying focused, envisioning something that maybe is not yet here yet, but you, with the power of your thoughts, with the power of your beliefs, you make something from the invisible come into the tangible. Okay, so this is tapping into your magician energy. This is tapping into your empress energy, being the gardener of your life. All right, and I believe May is going to bring a lot of optimism to your life. If you've been manifesting now, if you've been believing in something that is not here yet, you may start to see something come into form here in May. Now with June, we have the Sun card. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. And I feel like starting in June, this is when things get a whole lot, I'm getting more real, okay? Maybe the manifestation work is done in May, and then June, we see the blossom, we see the growth. So don't forget to plant your seeds between now and by the end of May, because June, specifically by June 30th, boy, oh boy, are you going to see changes? Are you going to see the growth happen in your life? Open your heart to enormous growth ahead. This is divine. This is stunning. Stunning. Okay, a card dropped. It was the Queen of Wands. So a little bonus message for this time being. I love how she's surrounded by sort of a rose garden. This is a very intuitive, creative energy. This reminds me of like staying true to you, staying true to your heart. Page of Wands, a lot of fire, okay? Maybe this is the energy for April right now. This is current, this is hot. Page of Wands, believing so much in yourself. It's like there's this potential to grow from the Page of Wands to this Queen of Wands and beyond. It's something about not being the finished product or the finished result. There's like, you're starting from somewhere. You have a lot of experience under your belt, but if you're working on building or manifesting something, I feel like there's room to grow. There's room to grow, and that's a beautiful thing. Your life doesn't end here in this current circumstance. There's room to grow. Page of Wands. From an idea, from a spark, that Ace of Wands, that's an idea, that's inspiration, that's desire. It's starting to form into the Page of Wands, but I feel like Queen of Wands is what you're going to be entering by June. We're getting some foresight here. Let's get more on the Eagle card. I know the cards seem to want to talk. So let's look deeper into April, if there's any more messages that want to come through for April. We have Two of Swords. Okay, this is very important, because being the magician of your life, tapping into your inner magic, sometimes requires you to not get stuck in your current reality, especially if you're trying to manifest a better reality for yourself. If you can see or feel in your heart that there's more for you to experience, that there's more that you want to experience in this lifetime, know that it is a possibility. So sometimes I really do like the Two of Swords. It's like it's a very intuitive card. And it requires a different level of knowing. It's not basing one's knowing on facts, but rather intuition. It's going a step deeper here, trusting your intuition. Eagles are known to be very intuitive, very keen, precise. So there's also this energy here in April, how you're going to come to understand how precise and keen your intuition is. A lot of Taurians feel it in the body, feel it in the gut. We don't necessarily always get our knowledge from books, from courses. There's a lot of stuff that comes to us very naturally, very intuitively, and we can feel and we know through the body, through how it feels. So very important to note that trust your intuition this month, trust your feelings. The eagle also knows how to hunt prey, and it has this keen sense on when it's being preyed on. So there's two energies to that, two sides to that. Taurus, trust your feelings. Like as you're with people, right? How do you leave an encounter with someone? Is it a positive experience? Does your body feel rejuvenated or does it feel depleted? Because that's also very telling of who and where you should spend your time this month in April. I feel like trusting your intuition more. If there are certain encounters that leave you feeling very depleted, it may be wise to limit how much you interact with certain people because you're on to some bigger things. There's destiny here. There's goals that you're trying to achieve, and the last thing we want is for anyone to deplete your valuable energy, your clarity even, okay? There's something about energy transference coming through because the Two of Swords is so intuitive. We have that body of water, the moon in the background. We don't want to pick up on anyone's energy that is unclear, that lacks direction and focus. So being self-preserving can be very beneficial in April as well. Let's look at May for Taurus. We have the Unicorn card. Let's see. May for Taurus. Okay, this might be one. Seven of Pentacles. Beautiful. This is the garden of your life. This is, wow. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. It is such a beautiful time for Taurus to really focus on the things that matter to you on a soul level, on the things that matter to you that can also bring growth. Okay, growth. Water the people, the places, the connections, the business ideas that you feel are going to bring long-term growth. Don't sleep on your goals. Show up to them every day. Every day. Be consistent, especially in May. The Unicorn, one more time, it says success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are available to you if you just believe. No one starts a business fully knowing if they're going to be successful or not. No one starts a career, goes to school, and knows for sure if they're going to be successful in that field. No one takes a chance on certain things knowing the end result. So it's important. Sometimes you don't need to know the absolute end result. It's about cultivating. It's about creating. This is co-creation. If you believe in it hard enough, if you show up and you be devoted to this thing, I see a lot of growth for you, and you know that. You know that there's going to be growth somewhere. Sometimes I feel like you want to know before even trying. This could be a time where you actually just need to show up and let things be revealed to you. Let the growth happen organically. I know, Taurus, you don't like to waste your time. You don't like to waste your valuable resources. Sometimes you can hold back for fear of the unknown. This is time to not fear. This is time to trust. Trust in the unknown. Trust that there will be growth for you. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are available to you if you just believe. Start pouring into yourself, your personal development, your goals, your career, your love relationships, your connections, your community, whatever it is that you feel is your dharma and what you're called to do. 7 of Pentacles. Now, moving into June, we have the Sun card. Just so happy to see that card. This talks about energy. So I see that your energy, something about being replenished, feeling rejuvenated, feeling like you have so much to give and so much to offer, and you really worked on spiritual protection. You really worked on deciphering energy, spiritual attacks, energy transference, interference. You've been able to detect it. I feel like that work has been had. You've been revealed. It's been revealed to you, rather, when there's this energy transference, when you're picking up on energy that's not your own and it starts to deplete you. You've learned how to self-preserve. And by June, you're going to feel very rejuvenated because of this, because of maybe some practices, because of just being able to detect and call it out and say, that's not mine. That's not mine to take on. Okay, now let's look at June, because I also see growth. I see the fruits of your labor. And I see that it's just perfect timing for inevitable growth to happen. June is going to mark a very important time for you, Taurus, where all of that believing, all of that trusting, all of that allowing, all of that devotion is going to pay off in ways beyond your wildest expectations. Okay, let's open up June. We have, the 7 of Swords. Interesting. With the Empress at the bottom. Once again, it's so important to detect energy that isn't your own. I feel like there's onlookers coming into your beautiful garden or your beautiful creation. There's onlookers. There's people. This is strange because this is the Empress. This is your energy. But I feel like there's people, and there's been people, okay, who pretend to not even notice you or pretend that you're not up to something great. I'm getting monitoring spirits, monitoring eyes, like people watching you, not saying a word. I feel like these people that have been watching you slowly grow something from nothing, from a little tiny seed into something beautiful, blossoming, growing. They're watching. They've been watching this whole time, and they're going to see. At first, you could have been ridiculed, you could have been criticized, but now they're going to see from this distance what you've been able to achieve and accomplish. But I'd be a little bit cautious of this, because someone can also be trying to steal your ideas or your way of doing something, or steal from you. Why is this showing up in June for Taurus? The Hermit. Again, something happening. There's like this person that doesn't really reveal themselves to you, that's watching you, maybe getting ideas, okay? Because swords can also be ideas. getting ideas. This could actually be, okay, sorry, I'm talking fast because I'm getting a quick download. Someone in your industry, like a boss, a mentor, or someone who has surpassed you in terms of like success in a way, is actually coming to you to get inspired or ideas. Interesting. There's like an older person or someone who has maybe surpassed a milestone. For now, like they're actually coming to you, coming to your garden. People see that you have this ability, sort of like an alchemist, but I'd say more like a gardener. It's like you have a green thumb of wherever you go, you bring growth. Wherever you go, you prosper, because the magic is you. It's your love. It's your devotion to something. Someone could be really trying to figure how you grew something from nothing. Can we focus more in on Taurus's energy for June? Once again, energy transference. We don't want none of that energy transference. We are, like, you're busy focusing on building, cultivating your garden, personal development, maybe enjoying some of the fruits of your labor. Taurus for June. Two of Wands. Focusing on the future, focusing on what's ahead. Six of Wands. I feel like you could come to be celebrated, okay? And the Hierophant revealed itself. Remembering who you are at the end of the day, the Hierophant. You are a key holder. That's why I feel like even elders or people who maybe, quote unquote, surpassed a milestone, they're still coming to you for either advice or inspiration or hope or wonder, or want to tap into a bit of the magic that you have, the magic that you are. It's very interesting. I feel like you may come to be celebrated at some point. For now, the people who are gaining from you in a way, like being inspired from you or getting ideas from you in a sense, are remaining quiet about it. So they're not giving you any props, or they're not giving you any shout outs. You know, when sometimes people make recommendations and recommend, okay, you know what, Taurus is showing up phenomenally. They're doing excellent work. I recommend them for this, and that. For now, it looks like they're just watching, observing, maybe even gaining a little bit from your magic, from your knowledge, from, I don't know what it is that you're growing here, Sun card. But there's like people or higher ups or an elder or someone who has maybe surpassed you in a sense, okay? Gaining something from your light, okay? It's interesting. It's not all bad. It's not all good either. It's kind of, I'd say it's neutral for now. It's looking very neutral, but they are gaining a bit from your light. I mean, you're showing up as the sun in June, and we have people in the middle of the night, in the dark, not revealing themselves, gaining some of that light from you. I hope this makes sense. It sounds strange, but I suppose I'll leave it there. I'm also seeing Six of Wands at the bottom. What you don't see coming is success. What you don't see coming is finally being celebrated for your work or your talent or what you've been up to, what you've been devoted to. That's all to come. Nothing to expect just now. I feel like it's just going to come organically, probably when you don't see it coming, when you least expect it. You will be revered. You will be respected. Purification came through as I said that with the sunflower energy. That's very potent. So sunflower magic or medicine could be yours during this next 3 months. Purification, the sunflower. I'm going to set this aside because I feel like this is I'm going to look deeper into this, okay? It also goes in alignment with the wand energy. I'm also seeing Leo season coming up being very significant. I know we're just covering over the next 3 months, but Leo season coming up is going to be very significant. Maybe you reaching a significant accolade or milestone. Now let's look deeper into April for Taurus. April for Taurus. We got enlightenment and trust. Two of Swords. Trusting in what you don't see yet. Trusting in a goal or a belief or an intention to come to pass. This is all you. This is your magic. This is how you're able to create something out of nothing. Show up to it. Be devoted to it until you see the growth. You still have to be devoted to something. Enlightenment is also that eagle energy. Some sort of higher vantage point or perspective coming in. Something is being illuminated. The veil is very thin for you, Taurus. You're able to see through, pierce through people, understand who is really for you, who isn't, who just pretends to be one way in front of you, but acts a different, another way behind your back. The veil is very thin. You're able to see beyond what the eye can see. So I'm seeing some of you Tauruses are psychic as well. And your psychic abilities will be enhanced. I mean, Neptune just went into Aries. Aries is in our 12th house. I happen to have Mercury in Aries in the 12th house, Sun in Taurus in the 12th house. That's a natural psychic energy. Neptune just went into Aries. So it's going to be a very psychic time. The veil will be very thin for Taurus. Almost so thin it's scary. How precise your predictions are, how precise your visions are, how precise your dreams are, how precise your keenness, your inner knowing, your gut feelings, how your body feels. You're going to pick up so much. So I see bodies of water. It's important to cleanse off the psychic residue, cleanse off energy transference, psychic attacks, jealousy, perhaps. Come to find your own practices that work for you, but it's so important to do it. Do something that works for you. Prayer, intention, salt, baths, showers with intention, mirror work, sending, returning back to sender kind of energy, walks in nature, walks at moonlight can be very healing and restorative and replenishing as well. Let's get into May for Taurus. May energy for Taurus. We have 2 cards. Diligence and stillness. Wow. Let's pause here for a moment. When I see this stillness card, it's just something magical about it. This reminds me of patience. This reminds me of hard work paying off. This reminds me of devotion to something, to your path. Showing up to it in a loving manner. I'm also getting magic in the air. Magic in the air. I wonder what that's all about. It would be important, I think, in May to spend time in prayer, to spend time in reflection and setting intentions and really honing in on something, honing in on a craft, whatever this goal is to you, whatever this Seven of Pentacles, whatever it is you're trying to grow. Really visualize it growing as you're doing the work. The power of your mind, the power of your intention, but also the power of your green thumb, your ability to grow something from nothing, is going to be very active and alive in May. Let's look at June. Adventures. I love this card. It's like a lush jungle with growth all around you. I'm seeing that come June, a lot is going to change. From gardening and being devoted and watering that garden, it becomes this lush jungle kind of energy where like the growth is exponential. The growth is beyond your wildest expectations. And I feel like this could lead to more beyond what this is. It could lead to more opportunities, more adventures, more possibilities even beyond your wildest expectations. Okay, very important. And yeah, Two of Wands, this is holding your pearl or your crystal ball, and you're going to have more opportunities to grow even from June onward. More adventures, more in front of you, more to live. More to experience, rather. More ways to spread your wings. I want to read the purification card because I feel like it's tying into our current energy. It's difficult for new, vibrant energy to enter your life if it is clogged with old and outdated energy. Cleanse and purify your body and your physical space. This is a great time for a detox, clutter clearing, cleansing, and space clearing. Release outdated energy to invite fresh, clear energy into your life. Eat lightly. Don't take things personally. Release resentment, guilt, and blame. Purify yourself. Thought, word, and deed. Decluttering is a modern day alchemy. If you don't love it or use it, let it go. This card can also represent abundance, as flowing water is a metaphor for prosperity, and summer is the time of expansion. Something about summertime being a time of expansion and growth. But I was looking at reading the Sun card. I opened the deck and it just happens to open on this page. The Sun card will bring great joy to your life. You can expect to be happier, more fun-loving, and self-confident. The sun basically shines on your life and personal growth speeds up immensely. This card also enhances creative thinking, and you will be able to open up your feelings and communicate better than in the past. The time is right for taking holidays too. So go and book that cruise, overseas trip, or romantic getaway. So yeah, adventures. You could travel as well in June or book a trip in June for the future. Travel. The sun. I was also getting something else coming through. I feel like with the sun card, your confidence is also going to start to grow because it goes hand in hand with believing in yourself. It feels like from April to May, you're continuing to show up, you're continuing to believe in yourself despite not much to go by. It's like from April, especially May, you start to see growth, which contributes to your faith. But in June, it's like you're going to be so proud that you didn't give up on something. You're going to be so proud you didn't abandon yourself, that you didn't lose faith or hope. I also see that like April, May, this is warm up energy, and that came through in your April reading. I highly recommend you go and watch that reading. There was some potent insights that came in for Taurus. How we've been able to accomplish so much by being held back, by being caged. And I feel like we're being let out, in, like sort of like free with the Eagle card. We're freeing ourselves. So now imagine how much we can accomplish being free. This is Taurus in their warm-up energy. The world hasn't seen Taurus in their fullest capacity yet. This is just us warming up. Okay, so there's a lot to come still from this. We're warming up. We haven't started anything yet. But like something about moving into June, like taking that warm up into June, I feel like I see someone just going pew, like fly, like just taking off. Just taking off. There's something exponential. There's something fast. There's something going to happen really fast. But it's because of all of the tension, the buildup, the warm up prior. Okay, so for some people, like the outside world, this might look like overnight success, but it's not. We've been so held back, or there's been this build up, and it's just like a matter of time. Like I see an elastic just shooting Taurus energy forward, or shooting our efforts forward, making something really happen in a quick way, if that makes sense. So I'm going to leave it on this note for now. I'll be back with energy updates where we're going to look more intimately at the current energies. This is more of a broader view, an eagle's eye view of the next 3 months. So stay tuned for the current energies. Subscribe to the channel. If you want a personal reading, we can go deeper into your situation. Feel free to book me on my website. The link is in the description box below. Taurus, I love you guys. All the best. Until next time.